Hello and welcome to the Schools Winning Grants Show. And on today's show, we are going to win. That's what we're going to do. We're going to win, my friend. Hi, this is Rodney Walker, and I'm happy to have you with me for another episode. And on today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 no-nos in friend raising that keeps your school from getting grant funding. Yes, I'm going to be sharing with you what those no-nos are so that your school won't be going around doing those no-nos that keep you from getting more money. I want to see you win, and I want to see you win big. Enough of losing, right? Why are we hanging out in the losers camp when we can be in the winners camp? And that's what this show is about. It's about helping school educators and those administrators who are going after grant funding to have some insight and some inspiration. You know, we need some inspiration to keep us going, right? Right. So on today's show, that's what I'm going to be doing with you, my friend. But I want to share with you, as always, some of my favorite memories back in school. One of my memories in school was when I was in high school with my English teacher, the class that I was in, which was taught by Miss Richardson. She was a sweet lady, but she went kind of tough sometimes. But I never forget, my friend and I decided that we were going to cheat on one of the tests that she had. Yes, not just one. I can think of a few. My friend and I would exchange test papers because she would allow us to check each other's paper. So everybody in the class would pass the paper to the person in the front of them or the back of them. My friend and I had an agreement, by the way. All of a sudden, he left his blank, I left mine blank. And all of a sudden, we would just continuously check off, and he got that answer right, he got that answer right, he got that one right. And we did this for a while, every Friday, until one Friday, Miss Richardson decided to come and hang out in our area and kind of keep tabs on us. Needless to say, on that day, he got a failing grade, and so did I. But I was later shocked to realize that those same words would revisit me when I was taking my SAT. Yes, they said, "Hello, Rodney, do you remember me?" And I was like, "Yes, I remember you, but I don't know what your definition is because I cheated." And so what I want to say to you today, my friend, it doesn't pay to cheat. I did it back then, and I don't want to encourage you to do it, especially as it relates to your grant efforts. There are ways that you can cheat yourself, and some of those ways are kind of going to be found in what I'm going to be sharing with you with those 5 no-nos that you don't want to do that keeps you from getting funded, especially as it relates to friend raising. We want to do things the right way so that we can get funded, right? That's what you're here for, and that's what I want to make sure that you get. So I want to share with you a quote that comes from Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison says this. He says, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work." What a powerful quote, because sometimes we miss the opportunities that are staring right in front of us because it's disguise, it's work. And we can create so many more opportunities for ourselves if we will roll up our sleeves and just put in the effort and work. I want to thank Thomas Edison for that wonderful quote. And I want to send a shout out to all of you educators out there. You know, you don't get enough pats on the back. And I want to give you a pat on the back right now. And I want to let you know that I believe in you and that I'm cheering for you, and that this show is dedicated to people like you who go day in and day out helping to make our society better because you believe and you help our children. I know sometimes it's tough. You're having to deal with knuckleheads sometimes. I was one of those for a while, but you never know what good can happen if you continue to be persistent in helping. So with that being the case, my friend, I want to share with you those 5 no-nos in friend raising that keeps you from getting funded, from getting that grant funding. First no-no. Since we're doing friend raising, we got to be raising friends. Remember, I talked about that in the earlier episode. We want to be raising friends, but one big no-no is taking your friends for granted. Yes, there is a play on word with the granted there, okay? Don't water your plant and see what happens to it. Starve your plant of water and sunshine, watch what happens. And so we can't treat our friendships like that. We've got to nurture our friendships and we've got to give them the attention that they deserve. Second, being interested only in what you want. If you're doing that, you're not friend raising, my friend. You are being selfish, and that's not going to get you funded. So we want to make sure that we don't take them for granted. We want to know what it is that our friends are wanting as well. Third, not staying in touch regularly. That's just like not watering the plant. We've got to stay in touch. We've got to nurture the relationship if we want the relationships to grow. You've got to identify those funders that you want to invest your time and energy in to cultivating a relationship with, because those relationships lead to money. Remember, all of this is about, is it time already? I know school's not out already. Okay, I got to hurry up. We want to raise friends, but we got to invest in those friendships. So reach out to the funders. We want to reach out to funders. Here's the fourth one. Let me tell you. The fourth one is we've got to not only reach out to the funders when we want something. So if you're only reaching out to the funders when you want something, that's not good either. We've got to nurture the relationship even when we're not asking for money. Because remember, people give to people. People give to people that they know, like, and trust. And a part of your task in the whole grant writing effort is to cultivate friendships where schools are being perceived not just as people with their hands out, and I know you're doing much more than having your hand out, but in the friendship, we can't come across like we just got our hands out. We've got to make it be something that is adding value, which brings me to the fifth thing, not bringing value to friendship. As it relates to the funder, you want to make sure that you're bringing value to them so that it is a win-win for them. Remember, they have a mission. They have something that they're striving for. We want to make sure that that's being nurtured as well, so that this is a two-way street, that both parties are winning. This is, in essence, a partnership. You just happen to be in the classroom. They just happen to have the money. And when you bring that partnership together where they give some funds to what you're doing, then it becomes fun, my friend, because both parties win. Now, I want to point you to a resource that I believe that will help you to do a better job with raising friends. It's the book written by Dale Carnegie. It's a classic called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Trust me, there's some practical applications that you can get from that book to help you with your grant efforts as you are raising friends. So let's raise some friends today. Let's continue to make a difference by helping one student at a time. And guess what? Your grant efforts can go a long way in helping that cause as well. Now, friend, on the fourth Friday of every month, I like to hang out with you, and that is with our Get Funded in the Circle. If you're not familiar with the Get Funded in the Circle is, it's that circle where we get funded. We hang out on the fourth Friday of every month, and I give a free, yes, F-R-E-E, free 4-hour training for those who are members of our GFIC. If you're interested in finding out more information, go over to Get Funded with, I was about to say the wrong place. Go over to getfundedinthecircle.com and learn more information and come and hang out with me. And remember, send those questions in to me. I love to answer them. Send it over to askrodney@grantcentralusa.com. I look forward to answering those. And remember, go subscribe. If you found this helpful, subscribe. We're on iHeart. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and many others. Come hang out. Let's listen. Share this with a friend, and I'll look forward to seeing you, my friend, on the next episode. On the next episode, I'm going to be sharing with you some special information. Yes, I'm going to be sharing with you why you should friend raise every step of the way in your grant effort, and I'll share with you some other ways that you can do it. So until then, my friend, remember, be brave, be bold, be brilliant, and take charge. It's time to take charge. Enough sitting on the sidelines. Let's take charge and make some things happen. Just know that Rodney Walker is pulling for you, and I know that you will win. Just keep up the good work and keep on going forward. If you need some more inspiration, listen to another episode. I've got some more below. Just listen to them right now. And remember to share with a friend. I'll see you on the next episode. So be brave, be bold, be brilliant, and take charge.